Okay, this tutorial is for section 3.4 on multiplying mixed numerals. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you with a tutorial for each method of multiplying mixed numerals. The first method we're looking at is using a rectangle model to multiply mixed numerals. So we have this question, 2.5 times 1 1/3. Well, the first thing to understand is that you can rewrite this, break it up into its smaller parts. So this is also 2 times 1 is the first that we can do. We're multiplying 2, I'll change colors here. 2 times 1 plus, because multiplication is repeated addition, we're also looking at, we can go 1/2 times 1. Alright, plus, I'm just going to erase these little lines so that they're not confusing anymore. Then we have 2 times 1/3 plus, we look at it here, we have 1/2 times 1/3. So we've broken this question up into the sum of all its parts because multiplication is repeated addition. Alright? Well, the next thing we can do is we can draw a rectangle that represents each of these areas. Alright? So if I'm going to do this, my rectangle, this one, let's say this is 1, and I'm going to say, well, let me draw it bigger just so. So there's 1, and here's 2. So this is 2 long by 1 wide. Alright? Then I'm going to go 1/2 by 1. Okay, well, if this is 2, then something like this would be half. So I'm going to draw a little section that's 1/2. So this is 1/2 by 1. Then I'm going to go 2 by 1/3. Alright, well, here's 2. So right here, I'm going to do this. This is 1/3, and this is 2. And then we have this little section that's 1/2 by 1/3. Alright? So this is 1/2 by 1/3. And there's my rectangle. Alright? So if we go like this, 2 by 1, alright? So we go 2 by 1 equals 2. And we have 1/2 times 1 is going to equal 1/2. And 1/3 times 2 is going to equal 2/3. Sorry, it's so small here. And then we have 1/2 times 1/3 for this little area equals 1/6. So actually, just to clean this up right now, what I'm going to do is we need to write out 2. These are our answers. 2 plus 1/2 plus 2/3 plus 1/6. So I'm going to rewrite that out here. Because 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1/2 plus 2/3 plus 1/6. So now I can add these fractions up. In order to get them all added up, the first thing I have to do is find a common denominator. So the common denominator is going to be 6 here. So I can multiply this by 3, multiply the top by 3, multiply this by 2, multiply the top by 2. And when I rewrite my question out, I end up with 2 plus 3/6 plus 4/6 plus 1/6. which equals 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So 8/6. So this is an improper fraction here. So I know 6 will go into 8 once, right? So that equals 2 plus 1, plus 1, and let's say 2 6s, because that's what I have left over. So it equals 3 and 2 6. And I can reduce the 2 6 by dividing this by 2 and dividing this by 2. So my ultimate answer is 3 and 1/3. So 2.5 times 1 1/3 equals 3 and 1/3. And that's using a rectangle model to multiply.